Jared and Danny and everyone here with Team Yugi Bros with Tony Pascariello doing a player profile. How's your day today? By the way, we're at ARG Circuit Series. Worchester, yeah. Basically Boston.
You know, I heard, I was like asking somebody if it's called Worcester or Worcester or whatever, and it's not called that, I don't think.
What is it?
I don't know. Some weird Massachusetts thing, like Worcester or something.
Yeah, Worcester. Yeah, I think it's Worcester, actually.
But if you're not going to spell like Worcester, then I'm not calling it. So it's Worcester in my head. Yeah, my day was bad. Yeah, typical. But yeah. I was just playing Goats for like 3 hours, and that was good. Goats is like the best sport. So.
How does it feel about being back to the game? I know you took a long hiatus during Dragon format, I think. Like went from windups was like that was your format. Where, yeah. You were the person who pioneered multiple rabbits, right?
I don't want to take credit for it, but
You're the first person to top with multiple rabbits, I know. Because that's my first time going to ETC, and not first time, but one of my first times, and people were going crazy like every round, like, oh yeah, Tony just won. He's like doing crazy. So yeah, that's what I remember from.
All right, I'll take all the credit for it.
Take the credit for it. I'm giving it to you.
It was weird too because before it even started, I gotta give mad credit to George Velasquez too. He's like the best player I've ever seen, and he was like, you should play this wind up deck, and I said, all right. And I didn't even have rabbits going into it, so I picked them up like right beforehand.
Yeah.
And good thing I did, because if I didn't, because then after that everyone's like, yeah, man, you made my rabbits go up, and I was like, oh, well, I probably should have got some like before. Should have picked up like 100, but you never know if you're gonna like do that good. So.
Exactly. But how does it feel to be back? Like, the game is completely different, of course.
It's a lot different, but it's like at the same time, it's not that different. Because, like, everyone always finds a way to complain about something.
Yeah,
but, like,
there's always your players are going to be happy.
Yeah, it's like, everyone was, like, happy with Teledad, but there was still, like, Crush Card in Teledad, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, BS, like,
Oppression.
Lightstorm, yeah, just everything. There's always going to be, like, annoying things in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
But, I mean, for the most part, right now, 6 Cents is just not, that should not be a real card.
So many games today have been won just off of 6 Cents. Like, they'll see the feature matches on the ARG's page of people just, like, flipping 6 Cents and winning off of it. Yeah, like, Randall fucking destroyed a kid with 6 Cents.
I mean, he opened Big Dragon, Ravine, Sacred Sword, Bottomless, 6 Cents in return. Second turn, he was like...
Jesus. He returned in 6 Cents for the kid for game, and I'll just reach across the table and slap you, honestly, in a feature match.
In the feature match.
But how do you feel like the power trip? Like, we were talking about before, like, it's the same and not the same, but the power trip from, like, wind up and rabbit format to E-Dragons, like, after they've been hit.
It's still like a grind. It's still basically like the first couple turns like set up the game, I think, and then if you can't make that really good push or that really strong setup, then it really turns into a grind game. And that's kind of how Rabbit was. If you open Rabbit, Tour Guide heavy, you know, like warning or whatever, it's like, okay, it's hard to play out of. Yeah. But now it's just like if you open like Ravine or like most of the time, honestly, I'll just like, a lot of people play conservative, but if I can open Stardust and like 2 back row first turn, I'll just do that. Yeah. Like, and then just set the tone for the entire game right there. But I'm kind of sick of Dragons. Like, I just want the format to change.
Yeah, I think everyone's at that point. Like, Dragons have had its time and just needs to be done.
That's how it happens with everything, though.
The majority of things that I've heard people saying is, people are like, oh, I hate Dragons, and the person playing it is like, I hate it too, but I don't like to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it comes to.
Because like at this point, like during this meta, like after the ban list, I was like, okay, people can play whatever they want now and compete, but I was absolutely wrong. Like the fact that the Dragons late game have so much of a advantage over people.
Yeah.
Like I played a game last round where I lost. I'm playing Dragoon Rulers, and he opened 4 colors. And the game was over in 2 turns because I can't get my engine going as fast as he can.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he has everything he needs at that point. Like, he doesn't need swords, he doesn't need Ravine, he has everything he needs.
But compare that to, like, anything else, you know, and, like, Teledad, if you open, like, a lot of Krebons or something, you know,
yeah.
As opposed to someone that opened Road to D-Draw, you know, Solemn or something, compared to Rabbit, where it's just, like, summon Rabbit, make Logia, pass, next turn, Tour Guide, Logia, Dolga, attack. Like, if you don't get the engine off, you know, so it's like, I don't know. It's still annoying, because now, even if you're winning, someone's just like 6 cents off, roll off, down back in the game.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like, who can set up faster, like right now.
Do you think those cards should be in the game, like 6 cents return? Like, everyone's asking for those cards to be banned.
They shouldn't be.
Like, yeah, we were talking before, like, if a card says as many as you can, it shouldn't have been made. Like that just that's just a bad thing
Yeah,
right there.
that's pretty true. You know what sucks is just like it's always like the grass is greener with those kind of cards. Because it's just like if I play Sixth Sense, I'm looking at it as like dragons go for like a pretty good plus anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just like the Sixth Sense. If I play it, I'm gonna roll. My opponent's gonna roll 1 or 2. I'm gonna go -1. I'm not gonna mill anything. If I do, I do. You know. But I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna get a 5 or a 6. If my opponent plays it, now it's like they're taking the chance. And honestly, like I don't want to say it's bad to play it because that card's just way too broken. But any card that says flip a coin or roll a die, you're just taking a chance, like to go minus.
Exactly.
And if it's no guarantee, then it's like not that good. But a card like that, that's like too good, like overpowered.
Yeah.
Like at that point, you kind of have to play it.
Like we know it takes skill of the game, but like I didn't realize how fucking bad it is. Like I was playing against a teammate earlier, and he goes Maxi on my phalanx, and I had a Mad E-Dragon advantage, and I chain return. So that way he didn't get this draw from Maxi, and I just got a plus for no reason.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, return is just like
it's like that's an awful card. Like a lot of times people are siding it out, which is a great thing I think people do. Like
I do that. Yeah.
Like offer your opponent side out, return 6 cents. Like I played a round where guys like I know you don't play 6 cents, but I'll side out mine too just to make the match more skillful.
That's awesome.
And it's like this game's a little bit fun. Like playing the Dragon Mirror at that point is so much fun. But
It's like you want to win, but like you really need to win by rolling a die. Like if you want to do that, like take that shit to the casino, you know, like
Exactly.
grab through some shit. Don't.
What do you think about Mistake?
I lost to it today.
Yeah.
Gave me the.
Do you think that's another card that shouldn't be real, or?
No, it's definitely like, I don't know, like I like Malevolent Catastrophe right now, I think that card's really good, but like Royal Decree, MST, Dust Tornado, all those cards are like viable in decks. So just like, it's still like a big pain in the ass though, you know what I mean? It's so...
I mean, because I lost the game today because I summoned Magician, he activates Mistake. I had the MST, but then he flips a second Mistake.
That's exactly what happened to me. He had
And
a mistake and
it
I had
was
to blaster
just-
pop it, then he had another one, I was like, oh, alright.
It's just the fact that some of these rogue decks now can just play so much hate that stops everybody from searching anything, and they don't have to search, and they could just sit on their like Constellars can just sit on like Pleiades, and then they could have like then they play Thunder King and 3 mistakes,
Yeah, it's
and like Iron Walls and stuff. It just makes it so that they're the only deck that can be doing the thing, but it's only if they draw those cards.
Yeah, you know what I think about all the time too is just like how do those mirror matches go down? Because like when I play, it's like dragons versus everything. It's just automatically in my mind, dragons are the best deck because they like generically go the most plus. And Constellars and like Evil Swarms, all those decks are basically just like anti-dragon. And like all like the new support they're getting is all anti-dragon. You know, like Iron Wall, not new, but like Mistake and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just like the Dragon mirror match is like pretty good, and then all those other mirror matches are just like probably like not that good because like I haven't played those decks, you know. But like,
What do you think about that new card, Riding Along? I don't know if you've seen it at all.
what's that? Every time your opponent
adds a card to their hand, I think it was. Do you get to draw a card?
I like
and it's a
it.
quick spell.
I like it.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think it's going to be really good. It depends what they do with the format, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
they get rid of dragons and spellbooks.
Because it's
and,
not
like,
coming out till February, I think. In
Oh, really?
Legacy of the
Oh,
Valiant.
yeah.
Do you think spellbooks are overpowered at this point, or do you think it's like a consistent like it's a good deck? Like it's all right.
They're just like, I don't know. I feel pretty weird about them, actually, because when I sit down and play against them, I don't have like a good feeling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like after a couple minutes into the game, I realize they're not really doing anything. Like everything that, like all like the searching and the pluses, like they're generating pluses, but the pluses aren't like real things. They're just like towers, and like then you're drawing more towers. And but if you get like the world all, at some point you just go 2+, and you're just gonna make that big push. Like
I think at this event, it's a great call to play Prophecies. I was going to make that call, but I stuck with a gut feeling to play Dragoonity over it because I'm more comfortable with the deck. And it's not my play style. Prophecies are like more controlled. But with all the Constellars and all the Ophion out here, like all the Rogue stuff, it has a great chance. Like I was talking to Fraser earlier, and he's like, "That is like this is the event right now for Prophecies to come back."
Yeah.
Like people aren't siding for much for it. Like they are siding, but not
everyone's
like
sleeping on it now.
yes, everyone's sleeping on it. And it's still,
Like a couple people that I played today, they're like, I guess this was the wrong event to keep out DNA. And I'm like, yeah.
Like, you're
like,
afraid of Noble Knights a little bit,
Yeah.
so that's the reason they're playing DNA. Like, no, spellbooks are much prevalent in deck, more consistent, and have their basis already. Like,
I mean, they're good. They're definitely like up there, like easily top 5 right now. I'd say.
What would your top 5 be?
Probably Dragons, Constellars, Evil Swarm, Mermail, and whatever we were just talking about. Spellbook, yeah.
how do you feel about water right now? Like,
It's good.
like it's made a huge change. Like I was talking to, not talking to, I overheard Guerrero talking. He's like, I've gone through every way of playing the deck, and I just can't feel comfortable with playing it. And he's gone to YCS at the top of it.
I mean, he knows more about it than I do.
He knows
Yeah.
it now. Like he's top 4 times than most people.
It's like one deck I never really touched on, and I wanted to, but it got to the point like that I could say honestly, I was so focused on like trying to learn one deck that I just did not. And it's like you should know how to play every deck like perfectly, you know, like the best players do. But it just like between like the spikes and the pitching and the searching like and setting up, I just like never learned like all the best plays. But it always intrigued me like how many options it has like between the sphere and the land, and then bring out this and pitch like. It seems really good, but at the same time, like, it just loses to, like, the basics. Like, it loses to dragons. It could lose, like, to other stuff. It has big monsters. It has, like, back rows that are MST-able, not really trainable besides Sphere. Like, it's definitely, like, good. Like, definitely has the potential to win, I think.
I honestly miss Water and Fire Fist format. Like, I like that format a lot. Like, that format was balanced because, like, it's not like Water you play against it, you lose. You can play very smart against Water and still beat it.
Yeah.
Like Dragons, like a lot of times you can play as smart as possible, but they just have
still lose.
Yeah, you just have that lose. Like you can't beat it.
I feel like the Water Mirror match probably took a lot of skill.
It was very,
I was watching,
that
like,
was,
an Iron
that
Man,
was very difficult.
and it was just like crazy. Like, I was watching good players play it.
And the Fire Fist was who had Lance. Like,
Yeah.
in all honesty, it was who had Lance in the Fire Fist mirror match.
Like bad players, but I'm going to the top deck mirror match because like they'll bear pop and it's like okay, we extended all our outs, now we're just top decking, we're up and get bear or tanky
Yes.
and resolve it. So it's crazy.
What do you hope about the next set? What do you think they're gonna? What do you want to happen?
I don't know, man.
Have you seen the GK stuff for it?
No, I haven't.
They're getting
Yeah,
a card that's
fair.
like an Infernity Barrier, but it's once per turn.
Really?
They got
Yeah.
a Vanity's Emptiness that doesn't leave.
Yeah, they have a Vanity's Emptiness that doesn't leave. They're getting a card that's like Soul Drain, I believe, but it's a
Yeah.
monster.
Really?
So they're gonna have lock you out of banishing cards from your graveyard, and then they're gonna stop cards from activating in your graveyard.
That's pretty good.
Like Gravekeeper is like
So-
honestly I've been looking for support all day. Like I've been looking for the cards all day.
It's like it's weird because I kind of want them to bring Heavy back, but if they do, they should definitely ban Royal Tribute because that shouldn't fly.
That card's-
That card's too good.
Especially with this support. I
Yeah,
don't think
like
they're gonna
if
do
all that support's like gonna make it like way over the top, then they got to do something to like, cause they really know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like Konami, like look at how good Tour Guide was, and now Tour Guide's at 2, and nobody plays Tour
Exactly.
Guide because like now honestly it sucks, you know, and it's like. There was like at one point in Yu-Gi-Oh, like you could never say Tour Guide was bad.
The tour guide theory, put it in every deck and it's more consistent.
Like it is like, but now like they're like, all right, Sengen's gone. All right, like
Yeah.
Tour Guide sucks.
That was when rank 3s were like the shit.
Yeah, now rank 3 is like I've not
Like,
seen a rank 3.
The only rank 3 is like Engineer and then
Trite.
Trite. That's
Yeah.
it. Those are the two
And,
rank
like-
3s in the game.
I just hope they change it. Like I'm sick of dragons, but you get sick of everything. I got sick of
Yeah.
what was up. Dragonfly, Insectors.
Yeah.
I was sick of Insectors and Rabbit and Dragon. I was sick of all that.
People-
And dragons are just
In a couple formats from now, people will be like, "Oh, Dragon format was like great."
Yeah,
like-
yeah, people are gonna be, yeah, I miss Dragon format, but it's like no, like during Dragon format you hated it and complained about 6 cents, like so.
Like I honestly like the old Dragon mirrors. Like I like playing against Matt, like old Dragon mirrors. That was fun.
Yeah,
Because like at this point, it's about skill. Because Dragon mirrors, you can complain as much as you want, but I thought that took skill.
which
Like,
one?
The
With
Dragon
Mirror?
with babies and everything.
Really? That's
Yeah.
like right when I stopped playing, actually.
Yeah.
So that's like when I missed out. I was playing Gadgets. I went to one tournament.
Yeah, you went to New Jersey, I think. That's like
I went to
that's
that.
last
It
tournament I
was
saw you at. I think.
Did you go to that local in Naugatuck that opened up?
No, I haven't.
There was like, I think they closed down already, but there was one Sunday tournament, there, like grand opening, and it was when like the baby dragons were like the shit, and I was like, I'm gonna play Gadgets. I didn't have Big Eye, I had nothing. I just put this Gadget deck together, and I'm like, Gadgets are broken, and you just gotta outplay people. And then I top forward, and I was just like beating dragons, but then I lost dragons. You wanna get in here? Come on, all the
We
way
got Paul
around.
Cooper over here.
But
Coming around the table.
Yeah.
slowly. Let's talk shit about him before he gets here. This kid is the kid that's about to come on screen. I'm gonna be really nice to him, but I hate him. I fucking hate him. Paul Cooper, yo.
What's up, man? Not much, man. You know, I saw a camera, so I had to come. Hello, guys. Hello.
Free Cooper.
How's it going?
Yeah, man. You know, long story. Check me out. You know.
It's a little lower.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely get in there. Show him the shirt.
sure. Oh yeah.
Free Cooper.
Check this out, man. You know, I'm innocent, man. You know, I didn't do it.
What was the whole thing about? Like, I heard like it was a deck list type thing.
No, like I get my own stuff in trouble. Like I posted something on Facebook saying because I got a game loss for turning my deck list late and I didn't tell my opponent. So then like I post something on Facebook saying I got a game loss, and then I play my opponent, beat my opponent. I'm friends with my opponent on Facebook. I'm friends like everybody. So
Yeah.
I guess after I beat him, he like scrolled through his news feed, saw he's like, oh I had a game loss, and then went to tell a judge, and then they called me up and I got DQ'd and then later banned. So
Yeah.
So don't cheat, kids. It's pretty much what you're saying.
yeah, dude. Like okay, so I wish I would have wherever YouTube would have. I wish I would. You don't want to get in trouble for attempting to rob the bank. You want to get in trouble for robbing the bank.
Exactly.
So I got attempted for that's stupid, man.
So he gets the yellow
All right,
one.
well, gotta go. But
Well, thanks for joining us.
yeah.
Thanks.
See you beer tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right,
For sure.
swim. I said swag to him just because I say swag to everyone, but he always says swag at Nick, so like, the word twice is good.
Is there anything else you wanted to say?
I don't think so.
Any shout out?
Penguin Soldier.
Fuck Penguin Soldier. No, Penguin Soldier's cool. Just listen to my music, man. That's all.
Great
I want.
musician, honestly.
We'll put the link to his Facebook page in the description.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, like, I don't know if other people think this. I think a couple other people do, but I think I'm a better rapper than I am a duelist. I can say that with some confidence. And,
Yeah.
like, rapping is, like, my life, so, I don't know. So, yeah.
All right.
That's
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you, guys.